Kinetic News Daily. We are real, we are live, and we are glad that you are here to join us. We've got Gavin Newsom going on. We talked about this before. A couple days ago, we had Gavin Newsom going on X and releasing an official video confirming that he and his wife, Jennifer, uh, were under major federal investigation. He didn't specify what it was then, but he went into crying about the bad acts being carried out by Donald Trump. Anyway, Newsom called it a politically motivated hit because he's running for the presidency or had intentions on running for the presidency, which uh, he's claiming it was directed by the White House, claiming the investigators found a crime, something about the $9 million home that just dropped into his wife's lap. Now, I'm sure there's a legitimate explanation for it. It's just a coincidence of the running of the state of California and the funds thereof. Anyway, so he's claiming the investigators, this is a ruse because he wanted to run for the presidency. So he's claiming. It may have something to do with that. I don't know. I really don't care. But what does matter is somebody is auditing, investigating the state of California, the fourth largest economy in the world, is bankrupt, belly up, broke, can't afford to take care of the Americans in the state of California, but completely capable of taking care of the enormous amount of illegals that are here. Uh, the federal sources confirm that the press is actually multiple parallel investigations. That means two. Actually, I'm thinking there's three or four different ones going on. Depends on if they're looking directly into their personal or um, political, professional, if you will. But there's whistleblowers involved, uh, complaining that the California state government is doing something wrong. So it's going to be investigated. The Eastern District of California is actively investigating tax related issues connected to Jennifer Newsom, Governor Newsom's wife, um, and the nonprofit organizations. Now, just in my opinion, I mean, just this is what I see parallels in is Jennifer Newsom is in no way as good at it, but it seems like there's some sort of pay to play thing going on here with these organizations, nonprofit organizations. And it kind of looks like a Hillary Clinton deal, but way smaller, maybe just in the beginning. I don't know. It should be investigated. I'm not alleging that. I'm just stating that's what it looks like. And the $9 million home just dropping into the lap here at the final 6 month hour before his departure. Yeah, it sounds like a whole lot of things are getting lined up that probably shouldn't be there. I don't know, but it sure looks funny. I mean, not funny as in hysterically, but funny business. is what it looks like. And that's what it all, I mean, how can you lose $24 billion in homeless funds? And I'm not talking about Jennifer now, I'm talking about her husband, Gavin Newsom. 24 billion, that's just one small in the fourth largest economy in the world. 24 billion is a very, very small number. But to lose it and have no accountability for it other than twice the homeless now than with what you started, well, a legitimate question is where in the hell did that $24 billion go? And I'm sure it's a whole lot more than that. Like the bullet train, like the Medi-Cal, like the Medicare, like the housing, like the food stamps, like the all of it. That's why I call it Califragia. Hell, people around the world call it Califragia. That's why they're all moving here and have been moving here because it's open door policy for fraud. It's insane. And if it's not meant to be like that, well, disastrously so it is. So that would definitely be a management problem, I would say. But then again, you got the people of the state of California keep electing these people. You know, Bass burns down LA, doesn't keep the reservoir full of water so you can fight fires. So when you go to fight fires, you living next to an ocean, you don't have water, you know. Anyway, things keep getting more tragic for the state of California. But this comes on the heels of Newsom's former chief of staff, Dana Williamson, pleading guilty to 3 federal felony counts 1 month ago for lying to the FBI in a separate corruption case. I mean, how much is enough for everybody to just say, yeah, okay, there's a big time problem here. And the fourth largest economy in the world has a major management problem. And this management problem has absolutely nothing to do with Donald Trump or Washington, D.C. It has what appears to be, on face value, it appears at best to be criminal acts going on. Because I think it would even be worse to suggest that it was negligent. Anyway, you guys can all decide that for yourselves. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Tell me how wrong I am about it. I'm sure I am. Everybody always is, but this is, I call it like I see it. This is what I see is going on. And none of it is good for our children's future. And I have no children, so I have no dog in this fight for all of our children's future because that's what this is all about, everyone. All right. Hope you like, hope you subscribe, hope you get something out of it. Hit that like button and help us out if you can. Jump over to PayHip there, and we got some interesting reads, and maybe you'll get something out of it. Anyway, hope we see you again. This is Kinetic News Daily. We are real, we are live, and now we're out. Take care.